Reichstag building is the home of Germany's parliament, the Bundestag. It's normally the scene of fierce political battles between left and right. But since 2013, there's been a grand coalition in place. Former rivals no longer attack each other on the debating floor. The deputies who play in the official parliamentary football team, FC Bundestag, are used to working together.
Tuesday at 6 p.m. is the week's most important appointment.
Christian von Stetten is a deputy for the conservative Christian Democrats. He's played for 12 years and is currently FC Bundestag's leading scorer.
It's a great way to find your feet in Berlin.
Stefan Rebmann is a deputy for the left-wing Social Democrat Party. He's been playing for 3 years and is now FC Bundestag's deputy captain. Both men think the team has had a positive effect on the parliament.
You get a different perspective on your colleagues, and that makes a difference. Parliamentary life, which is often hyper-competitive, is more humane.
Tuesday, 6 p.m. The team heads off to a match.
I always have a list that tells me what I have to discuss with whom.
Rebmann and von Stetten get ready for the match. The equipment manager asks them if they have their football boots and tells them they'll be playing in blue today. Since 1967, FC Bundestag has been officially recognized by Germany's governing football body, the DFB, as the official national parliamentary team. Many leading politicians have taken part in the team. Former Chancellor Helmut Kohl was an honorary member. But others, like ex-Foreign Minister Joschka Fischer, played for the team. The same was true for ex-Chancellor Gerhard Schröder. Normally, FC Bundestag plays in the white German national dress, but not today, because their opponents only have white kits with them. Today's foes are a senior team from Wilhelmsburg. Normally, FC Bundestag plays against other nations.
This is the 2011 European Championship trophy. My teammate played really well, but was no match for the Finnish keeper. I showed him how it was done.
Rebmann and von Stetten get along fine.
The 22 is actually 11, but he's so wide we had to give it to him twice.
Von Stetten and Rebmann show us the team archives. FC Bundestag have won a number of European championships. Anything less than second place is considered a disappointment. The team is currently European runners-up, which sounds very impressive, until you're told there are only 4 parliamentary teams that compete. The team board a bus and head for the match. The pitch is right around the corner from the Bundestag, but these guys are VIPs. The captain of the team is conservative Markus Weinberg.
Defensive midfielder. Here's our left and right flank, and here's Rebmann. He's one to watch. The guy is top fit and really up for it. Welcome to the second match. I'm not going to say anything about last week's game, which didn't go so well. But the coach, the presidium, and the board of directors still have their jobs. They still enjoy the total confidence of their bosses. Here's our lineup. Our strategy will be to keep the ball low and win by a high margin. As far as our opponents are concerned, they have a lot of ex-professionals. Well, competitive amateurs anyways. They're older than us, but they're still going to put us under pressure.
Politics is also full of pressure, one of many similarities.
Football is a team game, as is politics. You can only get things done by winning over other people, including your coalition partners, and building majorities. In football, you usually score goals when you have a man advantage.
In other words, politics is about trying to get your guys on the ball. Today's pitch is in the Prenzlauer Berg district. Even though it's only a friendly, when you put on the national dress, you're playing for your country.
It's a special feeling, a real honour to be one of the official football teams of the DFB. When we wear these jerseys, we represent the Federal Republic of Germany. Every young child dreams of someday playing for the national team.
Wilhelmsburg is an all-male team. FC Bundestag is open to female deputies, but none of them want to play. Until recently, the team only had members from the Conservatives and the Social Democrats. But then 2 members of the Greens joined. The Greens are affectionately known as tree huggers. We asked them if they weren't worried about tearing up the field.
I read somewhere that we were only allowed to play if we didn't damage the pitch. I can take a joke. I'm from Bavaria, and the Conservatives have been in power there for 50 years. I have a thick skin, so I don't have any problem playing with the Grand Coalition.
So what happens when former political rivals work together in a team? When Rebmann from the SPD almost feeds von Stetten from the CDU for a goal. Does that have a knock-on effect in Parliament?
I think you're more hesitant about asking nasty questions. If you get along on the pitch, you get along in Parliament. Oh, sorry, I thought you were going over there. We may not be the best team, but we are the most competitive. You see that on the pitch. If you're a politician who has to fight for votes every 4 years, you also want to win on the football pitch. Some of our guys are too competitive, but that's what makes the game fun.
FC Bundestag may be competitive in their desire to win, but on this evening in Prenzlauer Berg, they're hopelessly outclassed.
We don't have the ghost of a chance against that team. They keep the ball well, and when we do manage to get it, we give it straight back to them. That's annoying, but they're the far better team, so I guess it's okay.
The Grand Coalition is heading to clear defeat.
It's never that hopeless in politics.
Not even with you left-wingers.
Nor with you guys on the right.
And while the parliamentarians may not be having much fun on the pitch, Rebmann and von Stetten are enjoying themselves on the sidelines. In the end, FC Bundestag lose 7-1 to their opponents, who are magnanimous in victory.
I don't know how many people work in Parliament, but surely they can't be the best players. Sorry.
No matter, politicians have a thick skin and a sense of humor.
Technically, we were brilliant.
Just as it says in the old adage, don't believe everything that comes out of a politician's mouth.